Listen, before you watch this video, I need you to like and subscribe, man. The goal is to get as many college coaches to this platform as possible to get these kids scholarships. So in order to do that, I need you to like and subscribe to this video and even share it.
Got some, and then what up now?
What's up? Good morning. Good morning. How you doing?
Good. Got that work in? Oh, you at the church?
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk to these folks. Talking about going to live period. Yeah.
Which one you going to?
Probably go to either the Blueprint in San Antonio, the first go around. Cause I don't even know when the Super 64 is, but I know Coach is gonna be at the one in San Antonio, so I might go to that one for sure.
Yeah.
And then I might go to probably go to Chicago that last go around. I know how to coach. That's what Nike gonna be at the last one. So,
Yeah.
good morning.
What up, y'all?
What up? Hey Z, what?
What up?
Yeah, that gym, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I can't let these YNs outdo me, man. I gotta get in the lab, dog.
Yeah.
So you back in the gym?
Back in the gym, man. Back in the gym.
I love it. Hey, I be watching. I be like, yeah.
Yeah. I ain't trying to be Hercules no more, but I just want to be in good shape, bro.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
it. Just want to be in good shape, man.
And one of them youngsters want to charge me up in training, I might better go to 5. Better go to 5 real quick and kill him real quick. Yeah.
Nah. That's the only reason why I be staying in shape, man. I just try to stay in shape as long as I could, man. That's the plan. Like, I feel like a lot of people, we get into this cycle, man, of like we got a workout regimen in high school, we got a workout regimen if we go to college. But then if we don't go to college, we kind of lose that. Like, so that's why you see a lot of people gain weight when they become 25, 26, 30. You know what I'm saying? And then it's kind of like, oh, I got to lose weight again just to kind of get my health. I'm like, bro, nobody told you to stop working out.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But you get so accustomed to somebody telling you how to work out when you're in high school, when you're in college. You just kind of, either you get tired of it or you just kind of get burnt out. You just kind of just let loose and stuff like that.
I also say when you get older, like when you try, because man, you be trying to balance off when you're young, trying to grow up, you trying to balance off your financial life. So physically probably take a toll at the back. Or you trying to get a relationship, so you trying to balance that out. So it's so much stuff you're trying to do when you're young and trying to like do it. Fitness become the last part. Then you come around and be like, damn, I do got to get back in shape when your financials get right, when everything start getting right. I know some people say that like, man, I can't work out. I'm trying to work. So,
but that's the excuse, bro. Because I look at it like this. All right, you gonna go get money, right? You gonna go get money, but you gonna spend the money going to the doctor's office.
Yeah.
Because you gonna be sick.
But when you're young, you got to think. A lot of young people working 2 or 3 jobs. They ain't got no time, no energy to be working out. They like, shit, I'm trying to pay these bills.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Because it was like, I remember it was a point I wasn't working out, but I was grinding, and it was like I didn't have no time to work out. Like the time I had off,
Bro, everybody got 30 minutes. You just need 30 minutes.
Now
you got 30. Everybody got 30 minutes, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. You got 30
now
minutes,
when you ain't
bro.
been asleep in 2 or 3 days.
I'm telling you, I work 12-hour days at Frito-Lay. I worked 6-hour days at the Boys and Girls Club for 8 years straight, bro. Now when I get off from both of them jobs, bro, it was I had a car wreck, falling asleep. Like I worked so much, I had a car wreck, falling asleep. Like I understand what Trey's saying, dog. When you grinding like that, bro, like you coming in and you working, like I ain't saying sit behind no desk, bro. I'm talking about hard labor, working, bro. Yeah, hard labor. Yeah, if you had a computer or something
is
like,
your workout though.
yeah, that's true.
That's your workout. That's
I
your
looked
workout.
at it like
Different.
that. I looked at it like
I did
that.
UPS. I did throw boxes and that's your workout.
Yeah. I
So it just
look
depends
at it the
on
same way as that.
what
Yeah.
job you doing, bro.
Yeah,
Like
that's
if you
what we got.
It depends on what job you do. Because if you're doing a hard labor job, that's your workout at the end of the day. If you
Yeah.
in the hot sun,
Yeah.
you working, you lifting, you in a box truck, you moving furniture,
Yep.
like, bro, that's your workout, bro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the
Yeah.
day. But if you sit behind a desk or you are like, I don't even know. Maybe if you at a fast food restaurant, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, you still got time, bro. Because I worked at a restaurant, bro. I was working out and I was a waiter, bro. When I was grinding, in that grinding stage you're talking about, I was working out and I was a waiter. So I was on my feet all the time, but I still was in the weight room. I still was going to hoop. I still was working out. Like, I was still getting it. So I'm like, bro, ain't no excuses, bro. Like, when it's like, when you in that mode. You know what I'm saying? Because I done did that, bro. What you
Yeah.
talking about? I ain't did like the hardest labor I probably did was, I mean, being a waiter is hard because you're on your feet all the time, especially when you get busy. But like the hardest labor I probably did was like throw hay bales, throw watermelons,
Just the
UPS
watermelon.
trucks, like, you know, like that's the hardest labor I done did. You
Hey,
know what I'm
hold
East
saying?
on,
Texas
hold on,
type
hold on,
shit.
hold on. Hey,
East Texas type shit.
I
Yeah.
know what I'm gonna say. What was you at throwing water? What was you at throwing watermelons?
Hey,
Hey,
hey, on the application for that, it's got to be 75 pounds or more. What it say? You got to be able to lift 75 pounds or more, dog. Throwing watermelons, dog.
Man, for real.
hey, listen, man.
I just
Hey, boy,
imagine you been in the field and you just running throwing it on a truck.
that's a workout, boy. Let me tell you,
Yeah, I already
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
yeah.
workout, boy. But hey, that's a difference between country strong and weight room strong, though.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
a difference,
yeah, yeah.
boy. That's a difference. But nah,
And
just
you
wanted to kind
see
of talk about that because we were talking about the working out part. I feel like that's an ongoing cycle, man. Just in life, I'd be like, damn, why y'all start working out? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it makes sense in some degree. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's
uh,
hard to find that balance for a lot of people.
yeah.
Yeah.
So to our picks. So we actually had these requested. Um, so basically, they wanted to know. Dang, where am I looking? There you go. So they want to know our thoughts on the reclassification and then the value of drawbacks of player camps. So we can kind of start on the reclassification. I know me and Z, we on two other sides of this.
yeah.
We on two opposite sides of this. Me with reclassification, bro, I'm cool with it. Um, when it gets like older, like say for instance, you in eighth grade and you want to reclass back to eighth grade before you go to high school. Like, I'm cool with that because at the end of the day, bro, if you've been putting in work and you're a youngster, because I feel like when you freshman, you either 15, 14, 15 anyways, you know what I'm saying? If you reclassify once. Um, you're gonna be on varsity playing against 18, 17-year-olds anyways. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the reclassification don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like the reclassification really matters when you in the grassroots third, fourth, fifth grade, sixth grade, somewhere around there where you just kind of playing and you just really just dominate. I don't feel like you're gonna dominate as much when you get older because you're gonna be playing against older people. So that's just my thoughts on it. So I'm cool with it when you get older.
I'm opposed. Reclassification was a thing for education. It was
Mm-hmm.
for when you couldn't learn and retain, and you wasn't on the reading level that you need to be on. That's what reclassification was the right way it was supposed to be used for.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's getting used for sports only. It's only being used for sports. Nobody uses it for education anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm seeing the reason I'm opposed to it. I'm seeing a lot of people reclassify and play down. Now, I'm for you if you reclassify and play up because you still have that extra year, but you're still playing
Mm-hmm.
against your age group. They're doing it to try to dominate younger players. It's a such thing as double reclassing now. Kids are double reclassing now
That's
on the boys' side.
that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, on the boys' side, they're double reclassing.
Yeah,
So,
definitely class is
um,
crazy.
um, so my thing is, I'm for it if you
Listen, man, do you need college coaches on you early, late? It doesn't matter. IMCOMING University got everything for you. Posted twice a month, 16 plus thousand followers, 450 plus coaches every month. And we just dropped the app. Coming University got its own app, own platform where we got every access to every coach in America, D1, D2, NAIA, JUCO. It don't matter what level you want to go to and what level are you good enough for at the end of the day. Book a call in the description and let's get you seen and let's get you
Reclass, and you're still playing like how Cooper Flag did. Cooper Flag reclassed up to graduate early.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's when you know you're good, bro. Like we could talk about reclassification, but they don't want these old niggas in the league. I sent y'all a little take on the Villanova kid. You see how good he was in college, bro?
Which one?
I sent the kid from Villanova. He got good every year. He stayed for 4 years. Bro, his stats was unreal. Didn't get drafted. They don't. The NBA don't want old people, bro.
Right.
They don't want old guys. So just think about it. If you reclassing and you do it once and you already older. Just think if you do it once, you already older. By the time you get out of college, because it's only one in a few guys that's gonna reclass, dog, and be him.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I see it done so much now. And these guys not even on varsity. See, you said go to varsity as a freshman. Dudes ain't going to varsity as no freshman after they reclass, bro. It ain't even helping them. I see guys that reclass now, they go freshman, JV, and then varsity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why are you reclassing? Because it's not giving you any type of advantage. It's not giving you any type of advantage at all. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, my son, like Lil Z, if I wanted to reclass Lil Z, he just turned 17, bro. Lil Z just turned 17. He's been playing 17s at 16 years old for the last 2 years. See, people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you do your work, bro, if you do the work early, you don't have to worry about reclassing. I really feel like a lot of people try to use that as a cheat code now. It's a cheat code now. That's what everybody comes. They're not playing up. They're not playing up, Ed. They're playing.
So how is it a cheat code? How is it a cheat code if you saying they not good enough already? How's it a cheat code?
That's what I'm saying. They're thinking they're dominating those younger players now because they're older than them. So they feel like now their name's gonna get mentioned. Because in the 8th, 7th, 8th grade, they reclass. So really, they're supposed to be a freshman, going to be a freshman, and now they're still in 8th grade. So they're able to play 7th or 8th grade. It just depends on, you know what I'm saying, how they do it. You know what I'm saying?
But you still can get cooked, though. You still get cooked by them 7th and 8th graders.
But you're not getting cooked as much as you should be getting cooked.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So you're not playing against them ones all the time, Ed. Y'all put in category like every goddamn 7th, 8th grade team gonna be cold as hell. It's not. They not all cold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What he's saying is like you take a big pot, 100 kids.
Yeah.
And this kid is in this group. He probably be the 100, 99, 95th. Nobody really know who he is.
Okay.
But he go reclass and go in this different pot. Now he might be top 25. And people's like, oh, damn, this kid is really good. But you're like, bro, he's not in his right pot. It's a wrong pot. So he might not even be the best in this other pot. It's just he can actually compete, and he's not getting dominated in this pot. And he might beat 75 other kids. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Instead of being the last one in his pot.
So that makes sense, right? That's why I said, like, 8th grade, going into your freshman year, I feel like that's cool. Because at the end of the day, bro, you're still going to play good talent 8th grade to freshman
But
year.
you gotta think, like, what's he saying? Like, even, like, you still reclassing, but you still, like, what you getting it from? Because if you can't dominate your own pot and you go dominate another pot, it's like eventually you gonna run back to your pot and you're not gonna be able to dominate it. So your card gonna get caught. Like, are you not like? What is it helping you? If you not like he said, Cooper Flag reclass up.
Right.
Because I'm against reclass. Only time I'm for reclass because I had a girl who reclassed, and it was because of education and maturity purpose. And I was telling her mom, like, you do not want to send this baby to high school. This girl is young. She got a young mom. She's still playing with dolls. She's still, like, her education, she's not all the way there. Don't send her to high school with a whole bunch of 18, 19-year-olds who's going to take advantage of her. So we did reclass her and she stayed back. But it wasn't for sports. I was like, no, I already knew she wasn't going to be better. It was like, no, this is education, maturity personnel only. But a lot of people reclass for sports. It's like, if you can't beat this class and you go reclass, it's like, bro, you.
So you don't feel like they give you time to get better? Because it is a such thing as late blooming, though.
Yeah, it's a such thing as late blooming, but that come with the work.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that come with the work.
I come with the
Do the
work, bro.
work.
I graduated high school at 17 years old, bro.
Yeah.
I graduated high school at 17. I graduated at 17. I graduated high school at 17. I'm in college workouts at 17 years old because my birthday is July 26th.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm already in college at 17 years old. Now, I just don't have no compassion for it, bro.
Yeah.
I don't have, because the work is the work, bro. I know young cats that come to my advanced training in the 5th grade.
Right.
They're in advanced training because they've been putting in the work.
Yeah.
It ain't got nothing to do with age, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with age. You know what? I just think people use it as a cheat code. And like I said, I wouldn't have a complaint about it if you still playing your age group. You can reclass all you want to, but you still playing with them 25s. You still playing with them 26s, and you might be a 27.
So
you know, reclass.
So you are good with reclass. You just don't want them to play down. You
Yeah.
either play up or you play your same
Yeah,
age.
exactly. You can play with your age group. Play with your age group and get better.
Yeah.
And get better.
So
And get better.
but why reclass? Like,
Yeah.
because you're missing the education point. So why would you reclass?
You say you missing the education?
Yeah, so why if it's not for education? 'Cause when people come tell me they reclass for sports, I'm like, wow, like what is it? Why? Like, are you trying to get to the league? That's the only thing I'll be like, are you trying to get to the league or something? Like, why are you reclassing
No.
then? Because
Oh, you could just get a D1 scholarship or something. Get a scholarship. Some people may need that reclassification to get a scholarship.
okay,
Forget
year?
the league. Somebody
I'm not
makes school
opposed to
Tell
paid
me
for.
I'm not
what
opposed.
year. Tell
I'm
me
not
what year is
opposed to
gonna
that.
make the difference.
Yeah.
What year is gonna make the difference from this year and then the next year that you won't get a
A year can make a big difference.
Well,
A year of work can make a big difference. Put it like that.
a year of repeating a grade can make a difference, Trey. It can make a difference. Especially, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna make a difference with you educationally wise, because you're gonna retain all that shit twice.
Education.
You're gonna get it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but basketball, football, whatever it may be wise, it's gonna make a difference because you get an extra year. You get an extra year if you're putting in the work.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm saying.
Right.
If you're putting in the work.
Yep. If
So
you
my
put in the
mind,
work.
so my mindset is this. This is why I'm asking. Okay, if you are good,
Yeah.
you don't need to reclass, right?
Yeah.
If you already good, yeah.
If you're already good.
That's if you're dominating
Okay.
where you at.
So if you're not good, you need to reclass. So what makes you think you're gonna be good? I don't just that's just
Well,
me.
that's
I
what.
just don't
What Trey,
understand.
What if a switch click though? So say for instance
When does
seven to
it
eight.
click? Why couldn't it click when you in your
Because
right
you don't
grade?
know the kid's situation. How many times you done ran into a kid, bro, and you training them and it's a different switch click. Like something has to trigger that to make you get in that mode.
but I
Like something has
understand,
to
Ed.
something gotta happen.
I understand what Trey's saying because it ain't clicking. It's too many of them out here reclass and they still sorry, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
They
Like,
still sorry. It's some that got better, but it's too many of them, bro. That's sorry as hell,
so
bro.
I got one question. Have you seen a kid who reclassed who wasn't on the D1 level, and then they reclassed and they went D1?
Yeah,
You have?
Yeah.
Okay, my
Yeah.
bad.
yeah.
Okay, 'cause
But
I just
What?
we're talking about a good kid though. They just
yeah,
wasn't like
that's already
they
good.
good. You know, it works out for some of these kids,
Yeah.
but in some of these kids are and parents. Some of these kids and parents are chasing what they see little Johnny doing. So little Johnny done reclass, but little Johnny's projection to play basketball and be good is already higher than their sons and daughters. They're just mimicking what they're doing, thinking it's gonna help them. You see what I'm saying? So that's why so many kids doing it now, but they don't have the work ethic to go along with Lil Johnny. They're not doing what Lil Johnny doing.
Right.
And so it don't work out for them in the end. You see what I'm saying? So those are those kids that reclass, they playing freshman B team, then they get on JV, they junior year, and you know, and then play JV couple of them sophomore year, junior year, and then they finally get to varsity. But they old as hell. And then just think about the kids that parents are not thinking about the process they doing. They phase their kids out because they turn 19 before September. They turn 19 before September. You cannot play UIL sports. I'm just, yeah, that happens to a lot of kids.
So my other question, so when you say little Johnny, that's why I asked. Like when I hear people say they reclassing, my only thought, because I could be okay with it, only if you believe your kid is going to the league and I need to buy more time. But this is what we chasing this league. Like education is not the
Nah,
league.
bro, you can do that to get a scholarship, bro.
Yeah, you chasing it for a D1 scholarship
What?
now. Now,
Yeah,
if you,
Okay, a
yeah,
scholarship. I take a
yeah.
D. Hey, only a D1 scholarship though. Hey, only a D1 scholarship.
So it can't be the top NAIA school.
I don't know. I just
what's the purpose? What's the
huh?
purpose? What's the
The
purpose?
purpose was
The purpose is
to
to
get
get
a
to
free
school.
education. The purpose was to get a free education.
Yeah, get a free education. That's the purpose. Now, do I think most parents are going for that? Probably not. But at the end of the day, if you get your school paid for, then you won. You know what I'm saying? So that reclass did pay off. But I look at it like this though, like if
Yeah,
it's
I
worth
get
it,
yeah.
though,
Yeah.
I
If you get a
feel
free
like
education, I guess it paid off.
yeah, it paid off if you get free. So I think that's the ultimate goal at the end of the day. But I look at it like I said, I look at reclass like if you put in the work, it's beneficial, especially if you're a late bloomer. Let's say for instance, the kid been playing. But matter of fact, Marcus Spears' son. Marcus Spears' son was playing baseball. He was playing baseball till like the seventh, eighth grade, something like that. And then something clicked. He wanted to play basketball. Bro, the boy couldn't dribble like that, couldn't shoot like that. Like I played one on one with him, like talked to him. He went to Prestonwood at first. And then now he's like one of the best players. I don't think he reclassed though. I don't think he reclassed. I think he's actually his true age. But yeah, he's like one of the best players in the country now. He's 27.
But
But it's kind of like,
he didn't reclass. He didn't need to reclass.
no, he didn't.
So that's
But
all I'm
I'm just,
that's all I'm
I'm
trying to
just,
say. If you
I'm
good,
just opposed to all these kids mimicking little Johnny, bro.
yeah.
Everybody think their kid is and they kid. See, that's the delusional shit I be talking about.
mm,
A lot of these parents are delusional, reclassing their babies, and their babies not even nowhere near gonna get a scholarship or how many in the state of Texas, bro? You know, this is one of the top states for basketball.
mm.
How many 14-year-olds actually make varsity?
Shit now, yeah, it's gonna be quite a few now.
On the boys'
On
side?
the boys'
On
side,
the boys' side?
On the boy side.
Girls
Yeah,
basketball is way easier if you do the work
yeah.
earlier than
yeah,
it is boys. Than it
yeah.
is boys. On the boys' side, how many 14-year-olds make
Not a
varsity,
lot.
bro?
Yeah, not a lot.
Not a
Yeah,
lot.
Yeah,
yeah, not a lot. Yeah,
not a lot at all. Not a
yeah,
lot at all. So,
yeah.
especially at those major schools.
Yeah.
Now,
But how
if
many?
you
But
out
how
somewhere
many major schools is it though, Z? It ain't.
on the boys'
It
side,
ain't a lot
on
of
the boys,
majors. It ain't a lot
on,
of majors.
on the southern sector, it
Hey,
is.
it's a boys are talented. It's
But even
like
out there, Allen is a major school.
yeah.
Yeah. So you got
Shit.
let's run through. You got Allen, you got DeSoto, you got Cedar Hill, you got Lancaster, you got
Every
Duncanville. That's
Plano,
five.
every Plano school out here is a major
Red
school.
Oak.
Like when you
Bro, come
go to
on,
when you
bro,
don't
you
got bro
tweaking.
when you go to
Plano
these
West
Plano
ain't like that.
listen
Plano,
listen
Plano still pretty decent.
listen.
Didn't play
They
on Win
might not be
State not too
beating
long ago.
everybody, but what Z said, you're not getting freshmen on varsity. You're not even getting sophomores on varsity out here for real, for real. Like you really waiting your turn. It's so many kids out here. They
And
got two high schools just for one high school.
you go to some
It's
of these
so
games
many
and
kids
ask the
out
coach.
here. They not making varsity.
It ain't that
Yeah.
many kids playing
Yeah.
on those at 14 and 15 playing varsity, bro. The special ones are, but it ain't a whole lot of special ones. You act like it's a whole bunch of special motherfuckers walking through
Yeah.
these hallways, bro.
Yeah. Hey,
Bro.
if you go to school out here, listen, when you go to school out here in Plano, just to go to Plano West as a freshman and sophomore, they got two different high schools. Then when you become a junior and senior, then you go to Plano West. only juniors and seniors go to Plano West. So you got to think when you're a freshman, you're not even at a real high school.
But that don't stop you from being on
No,
varsity though.
No, it
make
don't stop
it
you.
make it harder because you're dealing with two different high schools plus the original high school.
First off, they know you unless you a move in. They know you in middle school. They know you gonna
Yeah,
be good in middle school.
yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying. They know you're gonna be good.
It's
So
you
you
know how
probably
many
gonna get that
talented
opportunity.
you know how many talented boys that go to be like it's basically what Z saying. You know how many good boys that's a freshman 14 that can't make varsity because it's a lot of kids. It's a lot of talent out here. Like they not making varsity out here.
Oh,
It's not a lot of kids
I'm
making
talking,
varsity out here
he said
for
at the major
boys.
schools. Plano is not a major school.
How
Plano
They
long
is
ago?
not a
they not
major
What?
winning.
What?
school.
They not winning. It's a
What?
major
Didn't
school.
Plano win state?
Plano East.
What
Plano East.
Plano East won
Yeah.
state.
Yeah,
Okay,
not
yeah,
Plano
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Senior or Plano West.
Plano
yeah,
West
yeah.
used,
Plano
used
East.
to
Plano
be good a couple
East.
years. Plano West used to be good a couple years ago.
What?
Yeah, they won state 20 what was it
Boy, that's
2016?
back in the day when what's bro name? Lance's Liberman son.
Nah.
TJ Klein them.
What year was that?
That was when Julius Randle was in high school. They in the same era.
Who?
Julius Randle.
When Julius Randle was at Prestonwood, that's
That's
when
2014 to
Plano West was
2015,
good.
2016. Yeah.
Coach J. Wall said Plano East won state with all juniors and seniors.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
you literally are waiting your turn to
So,
go play
so
varsity out there.
I did not think my son was going to be on varsity as a freshman because guess what? It was 9 seniors on that team. So I didn't think Lil Z was going to make varsity. I was cool with it because it was 9. It was senior
Yeah.
heavy. It was senior heavy, bro. So, but he still made varsity as a freshman. You know what I'm saying? So I was excited, like, dog, you made varsity with 9 seniors, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's big. You know what I'm saying? Like that's hard to do. But you know, when you got a good freshman coming in and you're not senior heavy, you know what I'm saying? You don't have all those seniors. It's a good opportunity for that potential freshman that's going to be later really good. That coach will take a chance on pulling them on up because he wants to spend a little time with him and have time with him for these next 4 years. You see what I'm saying? Go on and get him started. Go on and
Yeah.
get his head beat up a little bit and get him started. But when these schools, like you said, like Allen got over 7,000, 8,000
Yeah.
kids in one
Yeah.
school. You got 12 uniforms, bro.
Yeah.
Like, do you
But
know
that's
how elite
different though. That's different. What we talking? We talking about I feel like Plano is a middle of the pack school.
Yeah.
Freaking Argyle. Well, Argyle's pretty good. So yeah,
Argyle always
yeah.
good. Argyle always good.
So you consider them a major school?
They produce athletes out there. They
So
produce
like,
athletes
okay, we
out
can
there.
go Princeton. We go Princeton. Princeton boys ain't good. I feel like you can go start at Princeton. You can start at Wiley
Yeah.
as a freshman coming in. They don't have no winning record. They
But
ain't got no winning
but that's
resume. So
but
you
that's why kids are moving around and going to different high schools
Mhm.
when they see they're not going to be able to make it at this school. What is it to do? I'm gonna do my research. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go out here to Kaufman. Go out here to Kaufman and play. They ain't got nothing out there. I can go out here and get on varsity as a freshman. So
Yeah.
that's why you see kids navigating around, you know, the things that we couldn't do back in our day. You couldn't
Yeah.
do that back in our day.
Yeah.
So you went where the bus ran. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that's where you got to make the team there. You know, but now the kids navigating around it. That, like you just said, like you pointing out schools that really ain't good. So a kid to go play over there for his freshman year and put some numbers up, and guess what? Other schools want him now.
and
So now he end up.
and I think it's easier to go make varsity because the elite talent is leaving the public school system.
Yeah.
They're going to Faith Family. They going to Legion. They going
That's not
to out of
everybody though.
the elite talent is leaving.
Not all boys are
Most,
leaving the public school system.
That
most of the elite boys are
you got to
leaving.
tell me what's elite because like a lot of like
Cameron Lomax just left Frisco Heritage. He going to Faith Family. What's his name, little bro? He was at the Colony. He was at Pace Academy or something like that. Yeah, he had the school Pace Academy. I think Chris Campbell doing it. What's the name? Marcus Spears' son. He was at Prestonwood. He had dynamic prep.
but Preston was
What's
not a public school anyway.
I mean it's TAPS. Well, I mean it's private.
Everybody can't go to Prestonwood. Boy, you got to have some money to go to Prestonwood.
Oh yeah, you gotta have some
Yeah.
money. Yeah. DK. Somebody said DK. I think he out of Houston. He gonna die. Like it's so
But
many.
that's like you only name like 3 or 5 boys. Like we
I got
the
yeah.
general, it's a
Yeah,
lot of boys,
it's
like
a
a
lot
lot
of
of seniors.
It
boys
ain't
that
a lot of
staying.
elite
And
boys
then
still in
and
public school.
then look, I look at it like this with boys, like Z said, with girls, if you do the work early, you can be good. You don't really realize girls not really good until later. You be like, she was good young. Like boys, as they grow, you can get a kid as a freshman, don't make freshman. He might play JV as a sophomore, but his junior, senior year, you be like, damn, where he come from? And he can be really good for his varsity high
That's
school
what I'm
basketball team.
saying. All the boys that you just named are top 100
Yeah.
kids, bro. That's
I
doing
said
all this,
the
going to
league.
these.
I said the
Yeah,
league.
yeah.
Like
So,
like the
but
little
it
boy, like the little boy I trained. He ain't gonna make varsity as a freshman. He's not gonna make varsity as a sophomore. But his junior, senior year, he's gonna have a good high school junior, senior year.
What school
Like
he
he
going
gonna go
to?
Plano senior.
The one that was there last.
Plano East, Plano
The
East, or
one that was
Plano.
there
One of these.
last night.
Yeah,
Plano East is good though.
but that's what I'm saying. But he's not gonna
Good,
make varsity.
but the team is already established. The culture is already established, so it's gonna be hard to make
Right.
varsity as a freshman if the culture ain't established and they losing. They've been losing all these years, bro. You got a chance to go make varsity, bro, as a freshman, bro. Like it's not. I feel like if you put, like you said, if you putting in the work, bro, you can go make varsity as a freshman. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy because the work is the work, but at the end of the day, you got way better chance of going to these schools that Richardson, and it's literally
No,
Richardson.
they coach. They coach not letting you do that. You gotta be
What?
you gotta be really like that to go play freshman at Rich. Is it Richardson? Yeah, Richardson. They coach.
But Casey Wallace is not there no more. Rylan Griffith is not there no more.
Jason Wallace was like that.
He not there no more.
But that's what I'm
And
saying.
when
But
the last
even
time you heard him?
the coach system is he played. He played his seniors, he played his juniors, and he plays like you gotta fall in line. He's not playing freshmen over seniors. I had a kid that went to Richardson, and his daddy got the team hobby because
Recently?
yeah, just recently.
Oh.
He's still in high school because he had to wait his turn. His dad felt like he was too good to be on the bench. I'm like, bro, he's a freshman. Like you luckily he's playing him on varsity at all. But he deserved that boy supposed to get out of the game, play some in that the coach would put him in, take him out, put him in. He was like, bro,
And
he
I
wanna
feel
go act
like, not to cut you off, but I feel like that's a problem too. Why a lot of kids don't play freshman. Like, okay, your system is good, but y'all not winning. But you got a kid that can play and help you win, so you ain't gonna play. So it be a lot. It be a freshman that's like that.
But you got to think as a varsity coach, some varsity coaches really believe like, okay, if I had a kid who came in through my system and now he's a senior, I owe him some type of loyalty. He's been playing 2, 3 years with me. He know my offense, he know my defense.
Do
He been working. I'm not about to play no freshman over here. Like we might lose, but bro, I owe him this.
why I don't owe him anything. He owed me to get better.
Say it again.
So I
He
got a question, Trey. I got a question. So what are you teaching that kid when he go to college? If he get a chance to go to college, what are you teaching that kid? Are you teaching that kid that he gonna always play because he older than somebody? Well, I mean, what are you teaching him? See,
No,
I
because you
got a
see,
problem with coaches. I got a problem with coaches that do that because you're not preparing kids for real life.
yeah
Because you can go
yeah.
to college, and you can be better than some of those juniors and seniors when you walk in the door. You can be, and you can take their minutes. You can take their minutes if because you know what? I ain't met many coaches that don't want to win, bro.
you're
Yeah,
right.
I
But
ain't
yeah.
met many that don't want to win, bro.
a lot of coaches do honor their seniors. It's like you see it in college too. It's like, bro, you might get a real good freshman come in there and he gotta wait his turn.
But them
Like
seniors are good in college.
Yeah,
That's why that freshman ain't playing.
same thing
yeah.
with high school. Some seniors they might not be as good, but
Nah,
it's like they holding it down.
hell
They
no. Hell
they holding it down. Hey, they holding it down. You owe them something, bro. Like, hey, and look, I might put my freshman as a coach. Yeah, I'm gonna try to play my freshman as much as possible. But if my and I'm not talking about no trash senior. Because we talking about
Right.
varsity. If you playing varsity,
Yeah.
you ain't trash.
Right.
We talking about a senior who, like, this is his senior year. He's trying to go to college. He got the opportunity to go to college. You owe him some type of loyalty to make sure you put him out. And then my freshman, I'm gonna play my freshman, but I also owe my senior and my junior. Like,
Hey,
I gotta put you
see
out there
that
too.
wind blowing in your
My bad.
mic.
All right, I'm mute.
I gotta put my seniors out first because they gotta go to college. They gotta get you know what I'm saying? College is coming. If I got colleges in my stadium and they watching us play, and I got seniors who done played with me all these years, yeah, I want to play my freshman if he's a little bit better. I'm gonna make sure he get exactly what he need. But I owe my senior something because I gotta put him out too. I'm not just gonna put no freshman over my senior like that. Like, I owe him something.
I don't know.
Yeah, I get it. How many situations that you're gonna have like that, Trey, where one freshman that made varsity is riding over, the senior.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you should, as a coach, you should maybe figure out a system where they both can play together.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because we ain't talking about a situation where you had 5 freshmen make varsity and your seniors, now your seniors are struggling with playing time. You talking about one dude, so
Same
coach is gonna say
position, point guard. Let's say you got a senior point guard, a freshman
it ain't
point
no,
guard.
man, I get sick of hearing that. Man, if 2 point guards can play
Yeah.
together, 2 point guards can play together. I ain't trying to hear
Yeah.
that. Yeah, so I just think we kind of got off subject, but I'm all for these kids. If their parents and kids want to do what they're doing, that's fine with me. But play your age group, man. Play your real age group. Quit going down to try to dominate these little young babies. You know what I'm saying? Because, Ed, the one thing you ain't said about all this is some of the kids be old as hell, bro, reclassing, bro. They're already older than a normal kid in their grade. So they reclass, now they're really older. That matters at the younger ages.
Yeah.
That
That's why I said the younger ages. But I said if you 8th grade and you about to go to freshman, I'm cool with that reclass in the 8th grade because now you're gonna be prepared. You should be prepared to go to high school if you're putting in that work. That's
So
only
let me ask
if
you.
you're putting in that work.
You said you doing it because you waiting for a click. So for him to, how do you know? Like, how would you judge a kid to be like, okay, this kid might have a upside. This kid might have a click. So let's reclass him to give him an extra time. Like, how would you know?
That kid work ethic gonna change.
Have you ever had the best socks in the world? Nope, you ain't. You don't know why you lying like that. Listen, ASG socks is the best socks in the world. Comfortable, snug fit, and you don't need to double sock them. Listen, the socks that the pros wear, these are ASG socks. Listen, man, buy 2, get 1 free, plus free shipping. Less than $50, man. Use code IMCOMING to get these socks. Get these socks today. Stop playing.
On his
So
own.
they working,
Yeah.
and then
They
you
work.
like you just like, all right, we're gonna buy them a little bit more time.
Nah. Yeah.
Okay.
But,
Yeah.
Okay.
You
but
gotta see. That's the only reason why I would do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Me personally, I wouldn't do my kids like that because I believe in
Or
working early.
our size. Our size. These little bitty guys, they real
Only
little
put
in the
some weight
7th,
on.
8th grade. Yeah, they real little. Like they ain't gonna be able to handle that as a freshman going to high
Right.
school, and they ain't even 100 pounds yet. Like I
Yeah.
see little guys, I be like, oh, I can understand that. They little, so they need another year or whatever. But I still think it's hurting you playing down and not playing up. That's my point. Like if you reclass and you still playing against the kids in your pod, like Trey said, it's going to help you more than hinder you because you're still playing against the kids that are your age. And then now, when you do become a senior, you're playing against those other kids that's younger than you, and you're more mature. You're going to still dominate. You're still going to have
But you ain't gonna have the confidence to do certain things against that certain pot though. Even like say for instance, you've been working, right? But it's kind of like you ain't really been working, but you've been working because you ain't sure that you ain't wanted to play. But probably by the end of that season, you're like, man, I really love it. You tell your parents, you like, you start cranking up that work. So we reclass you, but we play you. We can play you at the same game, play you down, whatever the case may be. But I feel like that you won't be able to do those same moves, and you won't have that confidence to do those certain moves that you're working on against that elite talent if you played up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see,
Man,
I'm
that's
saying
that's fake
every team not
confidence.
gonna be, every
I don't
team
think
not
that's
gonna
fake
be,
confidence.
That's fake confidence.
every team not gonna be elite though that you playing in your age group though. Ed, that's what I'm saying. Y'all be acting like night after night,
Yeah,
day after day.
I say that all the time.
All these teams are so cold, bro.
Yeah,
Everybody team
Yeah,
ain't like that,
yeah,
man.
true. Yeah.
yeah. But
You know, and then I watched a couple weekends ago. I watched a parent. I just watched her. Watched her. Son 17 playing 15U.
Dang. Is that possible?
Yeah, because you could
Z, you got
learn.
to stop that shit.
I,
I'm like, 17?
Nah, man.
he turned 17 while we in springtime. He turned 17. He's classified. He classified as a 2027.
Man, that's
Classified as
crazy.
2027.
You're
And,
playing 16. You can't
I
play
mean, yeah,
15.
yeah. He
You're
playing
playing 16.
16.
Okay, I was
Playing
about to say.
16. Yeah,
and he
playing
So he
dominated.
sixteen.
only a year older then. He
Bro.
only a year older.
Yes,
That don't make a
but
difference in 16U.
the level of competition was awful, Ed. It was terrible.
So,
It's
What,
not. It's
what,
not. It's not
what,
helping him. It's not getting him better playing against kids that can't play. They not that good, bro. They not. He needed to be playing 17s, getting better. You know what I'm saying? Like bumping your head. Like that's what he needs if he gonna do this reclass thing. Because guess what? He gonna come into a culture shock when he have to play against some elite kids at that age. He don't know how to deal with it because he's out there
hey,
blocking everybody's shot, taking the ball down, laying it up,
looking
dunking it
good,
easy. Like he ain't even
looking
sweating out there. That's why I'm trying to tell you, all these teams are not good at those age groups when you're saying like they finna play against this and no, many teams, man, so many trash AAU programs and
yeah,
club and teams, bro.
yeah,
So you're not gonna see the good teams all the
right.
time. You're not.
That makes
So,
sense.
and hey, but Z, tell me if I'm wrong. You've been in the game because this is what I learned a while back. Then Ed, tell me if I'm, and you said it about your son, Z. If I'm 15 and I got the ability to play 17, why I'm not playing 17s? I look at it like if I'm 15 and I'm not good enough to go play 17, am I ready anyway? Or why would I go backwards to go gain confidence? It's like when you're like, because I might be wrong. If you go to college, you playing older people, right?
Right.
If you go to high school, you're gonna be playing older people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why would I be an age and then I go back and play down an age to think I'm finna go get good to go play older ages? You see what I'm saying? Like it's just like why would you think you're gonna be ready if you're not ready now to go play up, but you go backwards? Why would you think you're gonna go play up 2-3 years later? Like make it make sense. Like see, you said your
So
son been playing 17s since he was 15 years old.
16.
Imagine if you put him go play. He was 15 and you had him go play 14. How would he wouldn't be go play? He won't be able to play 17.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, why would I don't understand why if it's for basketball purposes, why would you go play down? Like I just and you going to
See,
go
I
play
started. I
up.
started early. I started early with Zay and Lil Z playing them up. So at 8U, they was playing 10U, both of them. At 8U, they was playing 10U. So that's a 2 year. That's a 2 year gap. But
Mm-hmm.
we talking about rec ball. We talking about rec ball, so it's not as bad.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So and then 10U, you play 12U. You know what I'm saying? Like so, I prepared them early to be able to play against bigger, faster, not maybe not more skilled, but bigger bodies, bigger, faster bodies,
Right.
older bodies. You know what I'm saying? That's when you start knowing when your kids can dominate at that age. When your kids can start dominating older, bigger, more athletic kids, you know you have something to work with. You know what I'm
That's
saying? Like, you
that's my
know,
ideal of thinking. Like
yeah.
that's only why I'm so confused about the conversation. Like why like how can you be good if you can't dominate older kids? You want
Yeah,
to go dominate the young kids.
yeah,
Like back in
yeah.
the day, we used to
And
call that
and
bullying.
Yeah.
and and,
Yeah.
and, and in the stands so loud, bro. Like they be so loud celebrating these old kids playing these little babies, and they be like, "Yo, yeah, get him, And I'm like, calm down. Calm down.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, I mean, you see it every weekend, man.
yeah,
You see it every weekend.
yeah.
Like, there's nothing to be,
Well, that's
like,
funny.
to me, my integrity, here we go again. My integrity, if I did reclass my kid, I'm not finna celebrate because, well, guess what, when I get in the car? You ain't doing that shit against your class.
You could be around me.
See?
Bro, you doing that to you doing that to kids.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna tell them that. I'm gonna always give them that sense of honesty.
do
I'm
somebody
gonna
your
give them that
age
sense of
like,
honesty,
hey,
like,
do somebody your
bro,
age like that. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I'm gonna give them that sense of honesty, and he's gonna be in the backseat like, damn.
yeah.
You know, like, you had a good
You
game,
ain't
but them,
doing that shit against your age group.
Hey,
yeah.
like you said, integrity, but my ego would be like
Yeah,
so messed up. Imagine you
yeah.
at a gym and your kid going off and somebody yell out, but he too old. It's like, damn, like you can't do nobody your age like that, and they yelling
Yeah.
it out
Yeah,
constantly.
but and it happens, and
Yeah,
it happens. That's why people don't want to talk about the topics, but a lot of these fights happen because of that.
Yeah.
Because
Uh-huh.
a whole team is so much older than the team that they playing against, and the parents start getting into it. Because guess what? When you're younger and not more physical built wise, you get knocked around when you play them old boys like that. You get your head beat up. You fall harder. You get fouled harder. You know what I'm saying? And boy, parents be upset. Nah, they got us playing against these old ass boys. That no
Yeah.
damn well
They
they
be,
ain't in no
yeah.
eighth grade. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I told y'all, eighth grade summer, I pulled in a parking spot, and the team that Lil Z was finna play pulled up next to me with them niggas driving. 5 of them niggas got out the car with their little jerseys on, and that's the team that Lil Z played. They drove to the game, nigga. Eighth grade.
yeah, yeah,
Eighth grade basketball.
yeah, yeah. That's crazy.
This our win?
No, we lost. We lost. We played hard. We was in the game, but we lost. I used it as see me, I'm always using stuff like that as this is good for my son.
Yeah,
Right.
I
I
ain't
want you to
one of
play
the parents that
hard.
stand like, oh, he's old, cause I got this for my son. I'm thinking of for way out the box. Like this is
Right.
what it's gonna look like. This is what it's gonna look like. He's gonna have to play against these 18-year-olds when he get to his freshman year. He got it.
Yeah.
But my son was different. See, everybody, baby, can't handle that. They're not ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So I understand some parents getting upset because they know their baby's not ready to play against that type of level of competition and kids being that old. So you think about it, man. You know, now in this day and age, reclassing is just a thing
Yeah,
now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't get around it. I don't even argue with nobody about it no more. But I do give people my mind about why they playing down, why they not still playing
yeah.
the age group. You know, because you do got an extra year. You got an extra year.
Hey, and I
You got an
guess
extra year. So
we
why you still
we look at it like 'cause we developers, we know how to develop. Because I look like I don't like playing my kids their age ever. Like I would
Right.
rather lose every game than have you play. Once you get good enough to like beat the kids your age, I
Yeah.
want to go get smacked by older kids,
Mhm.
not because the who we playing is they faster, they bigger, they stronger. So my mindset is when you go play varsity at a young age or college, you playing stronger, faster, bigger kids. You gonna take a Sage. Everybody, y'all know Sage. I got a 5th and 6th grade girls team. That's her age. We be at them tournaments and I play her up. I play her up, 2, 3 grades up, right? And she'd be like, "Oh, can I go play with that?" She used to be like, "Can I go play with that team since it's my age?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we can go play with that." I can say, "Yeah, you can go play with that team. We can go win. We do whatever with you on that team, right?" No, now she get to that point. She's like, "No, I don't even want to play with my age." Like, no, like that's them little girls compared. Now she at that point, them are little girls playing her age is like you saying Z, like Z don't want to go play his age. Like think about going to go play his age at AAU. He gonna be like, bro, come on, man.
Yeah.
We
It
done
was
did all this work.
Last night I got several college players home. Last night, all the Z want to do is line up against them. He don't
Yeah.
he don't go against them high school kids that's in my training. Man, he go against them college niggas. He want that work, bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He want that work. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he want. You know, and so you got to know your kid as well. But like we was talking about, I'm just saying in general, and like somebody said, and the tournament directors don't care. They $250 to dispute age requirements that they set. They charge you $250 to dispute it. And, you know what I'm saying? Who finna pay $250 after you done pay $350 to get in the tournament?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but it happens. And people don't understand that's why a lot of fights start in AAU because of the age disparity. It don't be because you said something about little Johnny on the court. It be because them kids be old and way old, and them parents can't hold their composure, and they start talking, and both sides. Here you go, here you go. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, like I said, that's my only problem with reclassing, man. Because if you reclass, why are you playing down? That's the only problem. That's the only problem I got.
Yeah,
that's the only problem I got.
All right.
Yeah. Because I just don't get it either. Because the ideal is you want to play bigger and faster kids. Like, even if you become the best in your class, like you moving up. Like when you go D1, you gonna be one of the youngest people. When you go to high school, you gonna be young. And that's why I said it's fake confidence for me. Like, you can go play your kids your age and go get 20, 30 points, but you gotta go see them again.
Wish you had a daddy like me in that front seat. Wish you had a daddy like me after the game. You ain't did shit.
Hey, what?
You ain't did shit. Get them young babies.
With some young babies.
Hey, I'm on the phone out there doing them little kids out there like that.
So next, what's the values and drawbacks of player camps?
Player camps.
Player camps. I guess
a team camp or player camp.
Player camps. So John Lucas, the stuff that Jake and them have, 50, I think best of best or something like that. I think KP just had one. Where you go as an individual, what is the value of it, and what is the drawbacks from
it? If you one of them ones, it's always great for you because you're gonna get a shitload of pictures, a shitload of write-ups. Everybody gonna be talking about you. But if you're not one of them ones, you just paid your money to go play games and be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being honest with you, bro. That's the nature of the beast. And if you want them parents to navigate behind the scenes and pay for write-ups and stuff like that for people to get, it's a chance for you to get a little exposure. You know what I'm saying? So, but going to those camps, like I remember Zay, that's the only one she went to was John Lucas back in the day. And that's when girls basketball was off the chain, bro. Like it was off the chain back then, So, they would all be there together. All the top girls in the state and top girls out around the country would come in for that. And they get a chance to, I used it, like I just told y'all, I used it because they wasn't ranked as high as some of those girls. I used it to show those people that were the evaluators that were there, like, y'all sleeping on my baby. She out here killing these girls that y'all got ranked before her. So we went down there on a mission. See, I don't think people go to these camps on a mission. Like, I went down there on a mission, like, just to get my baby to top 10. And she went to top 10. You know what I'm saying?
After that camp?
Right after that camp, and then the first EYBL session.
Gotcha.
Because those evaluators followed her to that first Boo Williams. Right after they just went ahead like, nah, hell yeah. She way better than, who we had in front of her. You know what I'm saying? So she went up the list, real, like major, went up the list, So if you got a mission on what you're doing as a parent, I think stuff can be beneficial to you. But just to be paying your money for your baby to go down there and have a good time and laugh and play, what are you going for? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always treated everything like it's a purpose behind it. It's not for joy. Go get a hotel room and go stay in Houston. Go get a hotel room and go stay in San Antonio. Go get a hotel room and we down there kicking it. Hell no. I got a cooler full of sandwiches and chips. Nigga, we in the room eating and we finna go play basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's what we finna go do. Because if you think about it, if you invest in money in your baby to go to stuff like this, I mean, what's the purpose?
Yeah.
What's the purpose? You know what I'm saying? Like
$300, $400 on account. Yeah. I'm trying to get that penny worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need that penny worth.
Yeah. And you getting to play against, because they're gonna put on that flyer who all coming.
Yep.
So then, that's the number one catcher, right? Oh, such and such going to be there. We got to go. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see you line up against him or her. I want to see how you look against him or her. Are they that far ahead of you or are they not? See, parents don't even think like that, bro. They don't even think like that because you're going to get a chance in those settings to play 1-on-1, 3-on-3, 2-on-2, 5-on-5. You're going to play all those different things in those camp settings. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get a chance to do all of them. So, and then you're going to get to showcase your skill set as well because they're going to do skills and drills. You know what I'm saying? Like they're going to do all kind of stuff. So, and it's just an opportunity for you to come out of it with a higher grade of what people think about you if you use it correctly.
Do you feel like, because you said pay for write-ups, do you feel like if you're paying for write-ups at those camps, that's a bad thing?
Now it's a bad thing if you can't back up the write-up. So I see this write-up on you and I go watch you play and you don't look nothing like that write-up said.
You know it's paid for.
Yeah, exactly. So that happens a lot, Ed. That people write up.
No, I'm asking, is it because sometimes that may be the only way you could get out there at those type of camps. Because if you don't come in with a name, then it's kind of like, all right, how can I get my name out there?
Yeah, but I'm just saying though. A write up has to depict your kids playing, personnel, bro. It cannot be far fetched. Like I see a write up on Twitter and I'm like, dang. I gotta check this kid out. And then I go watch the kid in person. I'm like, damn, this don't show nothing that the write-up said. You know what I'm saying? So now the write-up is not credible anymore to me because I'm a basketball guy. It's not credible no more to me. Now, I'm gonna give you one more opportunity though. I'm gonna go see you one more time. Like maybe him or her had a bad game. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna go see you again. Now, if it look a little different the next time, I'll be like, okay. All right, well, she was, but then I'm also look back at that level of competition as well. Like, okay, she didn't play well against better girls or boys, but she played good against average boys or girls. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna evaluate on my own goddamn. I don't even gotta stay in no game no whole time. I can watch 5 minutes of a person I'm going to see. When I used to recruit for Cedar Valley, all I need is 5 minutes, and I can tell you, I can call my head coach and say, we need to get this kid. We need to get this kid. I don't need to sit at the whole game. Like people that need to sit a whole game to see, then you ain't that good, bro. I got to keep waiting on something. Shit, I done sit the first,
but what if
third.
It's based off situation though? So say for instance, like I think we kind of talked about this before. What if that player is a defensive player and y'all playing zone? How do you show yourself in that type of...
They still gonna be scrappy in that zone. They still gonna be scrappy in that zone. I done had girls go to school off defense and teams got in the zones and all that. Man, they still was a dog, reading the passing lanes, tipping balls, deflecting balls. They was still a dog is a dog, bro. If you're a defensive dog, you know you're able to play defense in any type of situation, bro. You ain't got to be in no man to man to make a difference. Yeah, cause that's what you do. You anticipate stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna cause havoc in whatever they trying to do. So that don't matter. That don't matter. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, I agree with Z. Back to like what you're saying, like you can have these kids, even if they paying for these write-ups, the kids they ranking early or putting these on these camps early. They got a target on their back. There's gonna be some kids like Zay that's in the gym that's really grinding, and when they finally hit that scene, it's like you gotta have a mission when you. That's why I tell my people, don't go yet because you're not ready. You're just gonna be wasting a lot of money. Go when she's ready, or go when he's ready. Because when they ready, we going with a mission. We going at this person. We going at that person.
Yep.
When it's one-on-ones, we ain't going with random people.
Right.
That's what I'm telling you. You ain't going. Don't get in that team up with no random person. Go at that person they got number one. Then go at that person they got number two. When they draw full courts and everybody back on half court defense, and they said this person was the number one point guard, you picking on 94 feet. Picking up 94 feet. When they got that screen and they trying to get that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's time to cook them, man. And those 101s, 2v2, whatever you doing, like, go show you better than all those kids they got in front of you because you've been laboring that work. So, what's he saying? I agree with that. Like, go with a mission, go with a purpose, go with a list. Oh, this that baby, that's that girl, that's that dude. They say he's this dude. They say he like this. I gotta see this now. You know, so that's all I gotta say about it.
Got you. What do you feel like the drawbacks is from it?
Drawbacks
I
in
think a
meaning like
lot.
what?
I think a lot of parents leave frustrated because they don't get nothing out of it.
But what would you expect them to get out of it though? If you
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
It's a facade. You know, like they thought it's gonna be different when they went down there with their baby. They paid their 340, 360, 400. They thought they were gonna go down there and be viewed as the rest of some of them top players, and they're not gonna be viewed like that. They're gonna be in line 22. All the top girls be grouped together. They all be together. You don't even get a chance. You don't even get a chance to be around them. Like when they say station 6, you passing by them going to another station. Shit, you don't never get a chance to be in a station with them.
How do you get to prove yourself?
That's what I'm about to say. So how you gonna go?
Now, when they split them teams up, that's it. Like you out there being passive aggressive, and you out there, not showcasing yourself. That's when you get. I mean, you're gonna get looked over. Like that's your opportunity. Like camp basketball, bro. It's not team oriented basketball.
Right.
Them camp directors be trying to, y'all need to pass the ball. Man, them niggas ain't trying to hear you. They ain't trying to hear you say. I'm trying to
pass the ball to the person they want the ball.
John Lucas sitting in that chair right there. I'm trying to show John Lucas I can really, really hoop. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, that goes out the door. So when you do get a rebound and you a 6'2" or 6'3", you ain't outletting that ball, nigga. You pushing that thing.
And I was just about to ask you that. How do a big really get the showcase?
Yeah, they got to do that stuff. They got to do that kind of stuff like that, man. Are they not gonna get the showcase because that ball ain't coming to that post. That ball is not coming to that post.
So let me ask you, Z, what are some tips you would give like a person going that gotta prove themselves? Because I was talking to a guy a while back, and he said this, like when you go to these events, you gotta be a standout, not just in playing, but like what you wear. He gave me an example. He was like, it was a camp, and the guy had dyed his hair red, and he was busting everybody's ass. He said you would never notice that guy if he had black hair. Only reason you notice him because like his hair is red, or shoes, or like something. You gotta set yourself apart. People might.
I agree with that to a certain extent. Wear some loud shoes.
I think the biggest thing when kids go to that setting, the biggest thing is being in tip-top shape.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the one. Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one that stands out more than anything. When you walk in that door and your body look a certain way, and people, you start walking. You start walking by people. Everybody be like, "Ooh, look at that kid body! God dang!" You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you're very sharp in skills and drills. You're very, very sharp in anything they put you through. Like I always tell kids, I love when kids used to call me and say, "Coach, I went to such and such camp. Man, I ran through that camp so good." They go to college camps. "Coach, I ran through that camp. They were doing all the drills that we work on in training." Like it was so, I got this award, I got that award. And that means they using cones, nigga. They using cones. Yeah.
The college drills got them down.
But now being in tip top shape, body looking right, and being super sharp, bro, will get you noticed. Like people will come grab you out of line, like, hey, I want you to come over here.
Yeah.
Like, see, parents don't know. Like that happens in camps, like because everybody get to whispering, hey man, you see number 122, because you got the number on your back. You see number 122. Hey, get her over. Hey, I want to see her over here with such and such a name. Let's get him over here with such and such name. And parents don't go with that mindset, like having my baby so ready for this that they get pulled out of the line that they initially in and get over there with them bodies. And guess what come out of that? Nothing but praise. You get rolled up. You get talked about. They say, "Oh, this a newcomer." You get an order. You get a write up say this newcomer who came on the scene. We didn't know she was such and such class or what you call it. She's a very hard worker, plays good. That starts to fuse. That starts to fuse. But you can't go down there and just think you're going to get pulled out of line, nigga. You breathing hard, bending over, barely going through the drills. You know, that's not
not paying attention.
Don't even know what they doing. Yeah.
I tell my kid, if you go in there shy and quiet and reserved, Don't think
Yeah,
you finna don't
I
think
was just
nothing. Like you
finna say
gotta
that
be
too, Trey.
loud.
Be
yeah.
loud, yes,
Yeah.
bro.
I remember
Communication.
I remember taking Zay to Baylor camp, and Coach Mulkey put him in shell drill. And man, Zay was so loud in shell drill, bro. She just called Zay to her. Come here, come here.
Mm-hmm.
She Zay, bah, bah, bah. She was loud, boy. Mulkey, come here, come here, come here, come here. You know I got college girls, and it's not loud as you.
Yep.
That's what she told. That's what she told my baby. It stood out how vocal she was. And you could tell kids this stuff over and over again, bro.
Yep.
But this era does not believe you, man. They do not
Yeah.
believe you. I do it all the time in training. Why y'all not talking? Why y'all not saying it? They be looking at me
Bro,
like I'm talking Chinese,
talking
bro.
might be the number one thing to get you seen at a camp, bro.
Yep,
That'd be the
So hey,
yep,
I got another question. Boy, we know boys are like this. They gonna go boys' nature go at each other. They just who we are, right? Do you believe they got because Z's you done seen it? Do you believe we are creating girls in this generation to be loud or to go at girls like you know what I'm saying? Like with boys, a boy can say, "Oh, that's Ed. I'm going at him today," or I can see Ed killing you, Z, and I'd be like, "Oh, I want to go get an Ed because Ed killing
yeah.
everybody else." Do you think we are creating girls to be loud, to be vocal, like, "Hey, I'm gonna come at you," like you know how the boys is like? Do you think we create girls like that?
I think them girls, we got so many of them ones in the 2026 class, 27 and 2028. We got a lot of girls they're dogs, bro. They clapping at you. You
Yeah,
know, they getting in your grill. But then there's a lot of girls that just won't never be that. They won't never do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They can be good players, but they're not gonna give you that. They're not gonna give you that, you know? And that comes with confidence as well, too. It comes with confidence. Like when you got supreme confidence, bro, you'll talk all day long.
yeah,
Yeah. And I think that's what it is too. A lot of kids aren't confident in themselves, so
Yep,
they so naturally shy. Like I see it in my interviews. Like they be so the answers be short, and I'm like,
yep,
okay, like they're 1-2 word answers. I'm like, damn, like hey, gotta make me think a little, gotta
yeah,
make me think a little bit more. I'm like, bro, this is supposed to be a conversation.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Now I
But
watch your interviews; they be real nervous.
yeah,
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 you could tell like the ones that's like confident about themselves, the ones that's naturally like in the camera or in the mirror. They parents used to having conversation. One of the parents that's in my membership or whatever, they was like they do practice interviews with their kids. Like they kind of send me like a list of questions that they ask. And I'm like, oh, hey, that's pretty dope. So I said I'm gonna take that and put it in the group chat, and I'm gonna do it with my daughter and stuff like that. Like I talk to my daughter about just random life stuff, but I think it's good for parents to kind of just sit down, just ask them random questions, like
hmm
just to kind
yeah,
of have a conversation with them, just to kind of get
hmm
them talking. Like I think me and Trey last night we was got done training. We had asked 2 kids to pray, and they was looking at us like,
yeah.
yeah,
They wasn't gonna pray.
yeah, like
yeah,
One said, "Nah, I'm good." The other one's like,
she was just like,
and but and that's why I do that with kids. Like before
yeah,
we end everything, I'm like somebody say a prayer, and you be like you said, hey, you know the ones with confidence, because every time it be the same ones every time.
every
Ah,
time,
shit, I said,
yep,
oh,
I
the
got it,
one,
I got it. They raise
yeah,
their hand. I
yeah.
got it. Yeah,
And that's
yep,
why I say somebody say I always do this. Somebody say a prayer, and I always look at the kids and the ones who shy away. I say such and such got it,
yep,
and they look at you like who me? Yeah, you.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
yeah, it's time for you to step out that shell. Go ahead and say a prayer.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I had a girl one time. She would never say that. I went around the whole 12 girls, and she would never do it. And finally, she said, "Jesus wept." Amen.
Hey, but that's a start
Hey,
though.
and get what I
Yeah.
clapped? I clapped it up. I was, hey, we
Yeah,
celebrated. And then she got better and better as we went on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think, teaching them. But I mean, a lot of this stuff that we're trying to do, it starts at home, bro.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
But
saying? Like, so,
you know what's crazy is I think me and Trey we talked about this yesterday or whatever, and we was just like, bro, like I I don't want to feel like it's our duty, but I feel like if you got a group of kids that you kind of just been working with, like I do feel like to a certain extent, it's kind of like holding them accountable. Like you always just checking on them, like, hey, you did your stuff you did at that you gonna do it at the house. You did your homework. How you doing with your homework? How you doing with your classes? How everything at the house? Like I think it's I do because it's bigger than basketball, right? Like
yeah,
you
yeah,
want us to be like You want them to come back 10 years later, man, and be like, man, I'm married, got kids, like I got a good job. You know what I'm saying? Like all that stuff you taught me, like I'm applying it now. Like
Yeah.
I just think it's always, but it don't start if you don't ask those questions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we can train you. We gonna be on your behind. Like, why you ain't doing this? But I feel like every time my kid come, I be like, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? I be like, hey, did you do that stuff you did? They either gonna tell me they did it. And Trey kind of made a point to me last night. He was like, bro, they gonna be like, nah, I ain't do it.
Yeah, they
You know
gonna
what I'm
keep
saying?
it real with you.
They ain't gonna, most kids ain't gonna lie to you because
But they
they
can't
not
lie.
their parent.
They
Yeah,
can't lie because I know if you're doing your homework.
yeah,
I
Yeah,
know if you're doing it. They
yeah,
can't lie. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, been in the game so long, I know if you're doing that 100 right hand, 100 left hand dribbles, if you're doing them,
Yeah,
I know whatever I done gave you homework to do, and you come back to me looking the same, you ain't been doing it.
right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so I completely, my biggest thing is walking in the gym and not speaking, bro.
Oh yeah, I don't
yeah,
like that. Yeah,
Yeah. I want you acknowledged. I want you acknowledged,
yeah.
not only me, but any grown up in the gym. Like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, how you
yeah,
doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I started that a long time ago, and I want you to, understand how to speak to grown people. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, you think that's big now. Kids now, they don't acknowledge grown people at all, bro.
yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
acknowledge them. No.
They
How you
roll.
doing, sir? How you doing, ma'am? I used to walk in everywhere. I was mandatory what I did. How you doing, sir? How you doing, ma'am? I still do it to this day because it's just the
Mm-hmm.
nature of me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's just the nature in me, So I make people speak that I know they don't want to talk to my skin color. I make people talk
Yeah.
back.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You clutching your purse. How you doing, lady? How you doing, Miss Ma'am?
Yeah.
yeah,
Hello. Yeah, you have a good day. You have a good day.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand.
Yeah.
I want you to understand you don't have to be scared of me.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to understand that you don't have to be scared of me. I'm not going to do nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to have a great day. Have a
Mm-hmm.
great day. And I keep on going by my way. But, I think we were raised up with mannerisms, and that's important. Like, that takes you a long way.
But
Yeah.
that's why.
That takes you a long
I'm
way.
about to say, Grant.
That's what I
Go
mentioned
ahead.
to Ed yesterday. That's why I said like you have to teach these kids this. Sometimes like when we was younger, it was so installed in us like as a kid, nobody had to sit down and say, hey, learn how to do this.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's not installed in them as a kid. So you like I take like man, I had a little girl and she get to tearing up, like real emotional. It's like I've never met no one like so genuine who really cared about me, like my well being. And it's like, yeah, I'll text her and be like, what are you doing today to get better? Or what are you doing to accomplish your goals today? Or have you did this? Have you finished this? Like, little stuff. Or did you talk to 3 new people today? Like I'll text her this. Did you talk to 3 new people? Did you make somebody smile today? Like little stuff like because nobody else is installing these type of stuff. Because nobody had to tell you this, but when you walk in that room and you greet everybody, hey, how you doing? You made somebody day.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
nobody had to teach us it, but nowadays you gotta teach kids like why are you doing that? You speak to
Yeah.
people because bro, they are people. Like you gotta know these people.
Mm-hmm.
When you
Yeah.
like I got on to them same people like these days these kids walk right past you like you
Yeah.
invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Or they won't even learn. I said this a while back. Today's people today don't even care about learning your
Yeah.
name.
Nah.
Like and I told like that's the first thing we are given is
Yeah.
your name.
Yeah.
Everybody before you were born, they gave you your name. They gave you your name. I said, the way you treat people, the way you learn people's name, that's how they gonna honor you. Like learn people's name. Hey, hey, hey. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it's little stuff you gotta teach kids and you gotta tell them why are you doing this? Why this
Yeah.
benefit? How does this benefit your life too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that makes sense. What's up, man? Good live this morning. Good live, man.
Yes, sir.
Goddamn reclassifications.
Man, I start reclassing them kids and get them education.
Listen, just get better, man. That's the
Yeah.
ultimate. Just get better.
Yep.
I literally talked to somebody yesterday. I'm like, bro, they just got to get better, bro.
Hey,
At the end of the day.
it's gonna get worse because I see now I'm seeing a lot of people say they dropping out of school and reclassing and going homeschool because I guess homeschool don't gotta you can do another year. Like let's say you do senior year,
Mm-hmm.
you can reclass and go homeschool and do another senior year. That's what I'm hearing. Like you
I
can
didn't
do
know
this.
that.
You can do. You don't got
Well,
to
I know they're going. I know they're going prep. The ones that can go prep, I know they're doing prep after their senior
prep.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know they're doing prep. I don't know about the homeschool thing. I ain't did no research on that. Yeah, yeah, but I just know it's crazy, bro. Everybody think their kid is gonna be a lottery pick,
Yeah.
and you know now the epidemic is so bad now in our culture. It's really our culture too, bro. I'm letting y'all know that our culture is doing things to our black kids. We're not teaching them things that we should be teaching them. You know what I'm saying about life and things. We so fixated on sports. Now, I don't have a problem with you trying to get your kid a free education. That's not the problem, but
Right.
it's beyond the free education. It's beyond that now.
Yeah.
It's everybody gonna be a professional. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so your kid is set up now to think that I'm gonna be a professional. Now when they fail and they don't make to that rank, it's bad for these kids, bro.
Yeah.
It's bad for the kids. I always tell you, Ed, my main goal for my kids was to get a free education. Whatever they do after that is
Yeah.
on them.
Yep.
It's on them. And I still stick to that to this day. I still stick to that to this day, man. So, man, good live, though. Good live.
Yes, sir. All right, now.
All right, boy.
Yes, sir.